So here is a few pieces of advice on how to pass these tests, how to maximize your scores. Obviously, practice. And this is not just a cliche or a very common sense piece of advice, because the amount of practice you do has an incredible relevance to the score that you achieve. It's very similar to any athletic sport. The more you train yourself, the better you will get. Methodology is crucial. Please read all the free information on our website, ebooks, tips and tricks, a lot of things that we have shared totally free. Use the methodology. It's not enough to just start calculating things or start reading a text. There is a good methodology that you can follow and that will help you maximize your scores. Persistence, I cannot emphasize that enough. I know people who passed 3 different competitions because they were persistent enough to apply and to go to the tests and really, really keep pushing your limits, not to give up, even if you may not pass the exam in the first place. And do simulation. This is something we offer online very, very extensively. We model 99%, or I would even dare to say 100%, the EPSO interface and the type of tests and the difficulty of the test and the style of test. Simulation will help you avoid any unpleasant surprise. When you sit in the exam center, you will be totally familiar already with the type of interface and the type of tests and the type of difficulty that you will face in the real thing. Another few little gems or little nuggets of advice of practice, in my suggestion at least, from 4 to 8 weeks. So 1 to 2 months, obviously depending on how confident you feel in numerical reasoning or in verbal reasoning or others, but this is roughly the ballpark figure I suggest to everyone. Prepare for 1 hour every day, or at least do a schedule for yourself. Don't leave it up to chance. Don't leave it up to an ad hoc timing. Do a plan and stick to it. Follow your own methodology, be persistent, and do the simulation as you planned. We have a very informative infographic, a chart, a poster that we put together on our website, which summarizes not just the exam types and not just the test types, but also a lot of tips and tricks on how to pass these exams. And as a courtesy towards our Croatian users and customers, we've done a Croatian translation for that. So feel free to check this and look at it. It's under the EU jobs menu on how to get an EU job, which, as you see as a title, this I'm confident what it means because I know what the English version says. And moving further, you may have a few practical questions that I would like to address, kind of reading your mind. Hopefully, this is something that will help you in your very practical application process. So this is the thinking, or so to say, the flow chart of really how to decide which exam to apply for. Do you have an EU 27 or Croatian citizenship? You have, great. Which diploma do you have? Because this will have a relevance whether you can apply for lawyer, linguist, translator, or other. So once you have that, this already clears the way of which exams you are eligible. Which languages do you speak? Again, in terms of identifying which exams you should apply for, this is an important decisive factor. Do you meet any other criteria, if there is any? For instance, for interpreters, do you have the relevant experience or do you have the relevant qualification that EPSO requires you? And last but not least, extremely important, and listen very carefully to this, apply for every exam that you are eligible for. And this means that you can and you should apply for the translator exam, and if you qualify for the lawyer linguist, apply for that as well. There is no rule, there is no limitation on whether you can apply for maybe even all 3, and later in September for the administrator exams, also for that one. If you qualify, apply. One little but very important footnote here is that within one exam profile, so within the translator or within the interpreters, you need to make a choice. There you cannot apply for option 1 or option 2. Or for lawyer linguists, you cannot apply for the Parliament channel and the Court of Justice channel as well. But largely speaking, for the exams, you can apply for translator. At the same time, you can apply for lawyer linguist. At the same time, you can apply for interpreter. At the same time, you can apply in September for the administrators. This will maximize your chances, obviously, as long as you meet the formal criteria. And just a few screenshots of the test that we offer to help your preparation. You can decide the difficulty of the test you want, because maybe you're a newcomer, you'd like to start with easy or medium or hard. You can simulate administrator and linguist exams. It's a screenshot from our Croatian verbal reasoning test, numerical reasoning test with very detailed explanations, so that helps in your preparation. Abstract reasoning, again, comes with a very, very down to earth and very specific explanation to help the training and not just the practicing part. And this is a situational judgment test, something that those who apply in September for the administrator test will most likely need to pass as well. We have a revision and statistics with detailed numbers, figures, beautiful, colorful charts. You can compare yourself and your performance to other users of the website, which is great in terms of benchmarking where you are in your preparation. And you can visualize that on these beautiful graphs on screen. So I do encourage you to check out the preparation packages with the Croatian verbal reasoning tests. We have special packages for linguists. You can include 3 languages in the package to simulate the exam that you are preparing for as good as possible. We offer live and recorded webinars with 2-hour trainings on how to master abstract reasoning and verbal reasoning, how to be the best numerical reasoning candidate and situational judgment candidate with in-depth methodology. There are lots of webinars, live webinars coming up that we offer from September onwards, including one for the assessment center. And then we have, as I mentioned, and you may have seen already, free ebooks on working with and working for the European Union, 72 questions and answers about EPSO tests that we answer for you to help your understanding in how these tests actually go, or a verbal and numerical reasoning methodology, completely free. Share it, download it, read it, and let it contribute to your success. More than 50 tips and tricks articles written by, some of them written by actual candidates, sharing their experiences, and many of them written by our experts who tell you how to master the procedure, how to master the tests. Here I'm talking about my little baby, the Ultimate EU test book that you can find online, but as far as I know, it's also available in several Croatian bookstores as well. And I thank you very much for your participation. And as I understand, you will have a national holiday in the coming days, which I'm very envious of. Nevertheless, I wish you a great long weekend for your holiday, and I truly appreciate that you have spent some time learning about these tests and about the exams. We are always very happy to offer you free advice. No commitment, totally free. Send us a message if you are uncertain whether you are eligible, or if you don't know how to start your preparation. Please feel free to send us an email at this address or through the website, the contact form, to share with us, and we will always answer within 24 hours or less. And to respect your time and the effort that you have spent with us, here is the reward, so to say, that I had promised at the beginning. A very special discount offer on all of the services, webinars, packages, and anything that you find on the website. It's a unique 8% discount, which we don't often give, but this time we decided that only for our Croatian candidates and Croatian speaking candidates we will offer this. It's valid for 24 hours, and the code is the one you see on screen. Make sure you note that. It's 2012, capital E, capital U, 28. So 2012 EU 28, and it's valid until tomorrow, 7 p.m. Brussels time. And if I look at the clock, I see that it's almost 7:01. So I hope I respected our promise of offering a 1 hour live webcast. As I said, I'm speaking from Brussels with Gabor's technical assistance from Scotland. So thank you very much for your attention. We have recorded this webcast. We will send you the recording along with the presentation. This is something you will be able to find on our website relatively soon, and we will do a transcript so you can also read it and share it with other candidates that you think would find value in it. So thanks again for your attention, and this is Andras Banet from Brussels, and I wish you good luck for the preparation and lots of luck for the exams themselves. Have a beautiful evening and see you hopefully soon in Brussels.